Oh, snap. There it is. Stop it, guys and gals. Welcome. It's another Tuesday night live stream hangout. Uh-oh, somebody's listening to the live stream. You don't have to watch it. You're part of it.
Yeah, no, I just have it paused for the chat.
I know, I'm just kidding. Oh, you figured out the chat.
Yeah. I have one chat over here, and then I have another monitor over here, so I can...
Look, it's just that easy. I was trying to tell that to the meta psychics. I was trying to tell that to Lindsay on the last one. I was like, just open up a chat over here, and then you can actually see the chat.
Yeah.
Well, you were the first one to figure that out. Congratulations, you win. You get a cool point already. One cool point. So what is up, everybody? Right? It's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It's time to hang out. It's time to chat. Time to see what's going on. And look at this. Oh my goodness, my friend Sammy. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell people who you are. Tell people what you do. Just go crazy. The floor is yours.
What's up, guys? I am Sammy. I actually have two channels, but Paranormal is the channel that I'll mention. So Sammy Ingram 2. My first channel is a little stressful because it's my 24-hour thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have a second channel. It's Paranormal Vlogs. Pretty much just anything that I like, I film it. So thanks for having me.
Well, heck yes. And then I put the links to, I didn't put the link to your second channel. I only put the link to your first channel.
That's okay.
So I'll put the link to all of your channels. So you guys go show her some love. Go support those channels.
Thank you.
So do you go on ghost hunts? Do you go out and actually do some ghost hunting?
So we just did St. Augustine. So as far as filming it, St. Augustine was the first that I actually filmed, but nice. I've actually ghost hunted since I was a teenager. My mom and me would go to these old, creepy, known to be haunted cemeteries, and we would take pictures way before all the equipment was a thing, Right. And we would take pictures and get orbs. We've had faces in the orbs, and we used to live in Savannah. So, Savannah is super freaking haunted. Gosh. Oh my God. We were at her work party one night, just taking pictures of the work event. And there was just so many orbs and faces everywhere of people that were not guests.
that you could see at least. It's
even our yard was haunted. You'd see soldiers in the yard all the time.
Well, that's Georgia. Savannah, Georgia, that's one of the most haunted cities in the world.
It really is.
There's so much, there's so much tragedy there, so much death. I haven't got to film anything for the haunted side there, but that is definitely on the list because I've been through Savannah. I ate at and I got to investigate the Blue River Music? Blue River, what's it called?
Moon River?
Moon River, that's the one.
Brewing Company?
Blue Moon River, sideways, orange, red, it's one of those things.
Moon River is haunted.
Oh my God, yeah. That place reminded me a lot of the Washoe Club. Except for still kind of nicer than the Washoe Club. But oh my God. Have you been out to Nevada before? Have you investigated out here?
No, that's my dream to come out there and obviously to go to Zach's museum, but I really want to go investigate and just do stuff over there.
Hello.
Oh, I know. Now I know someone. So
I know we need to make that happen. That would be so much fun. Everybody needs to come out and investigate in Nevada. I feel if you're a ghost hunter, this is kind of like Disney World. Yeah. Disneyland. Which one's over there? Disneyland?
We have Disney World.
Yeah. Oh, you have World down there.
We have the main Disney World. Oh. Disneyland's in California, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
She's over here flexing. We got Disney World.
We have the real one.
Yeah, right. Which, by the way, guys, means she is in Florida. And apparently she is safe at the moment. So that's good.
Yeah.
We were talking about that a little bit. You've got time to prepare, right?
Yeah. We went actually Monday when it got really serious, when the track was really showing it was coming to us.
Yeah.
And it was already pretty much, the shelves were just empty. But we went ahead and did a rush order on water on Amazon and got our snacks, and we're good.
You're like, oh hell no.
Right.
We're not trying to deal with this.
Come on, Amazon. I know you're quick. I got Prime.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Can you imagine how much like I bet you those Amazon drivers like, oh my god.
They probably
That's all they're
hate
delivering.
me.
That's all they're delivering.
They're so sick of me. They're like, God,
that's how I feel like they are here, like the UPS and the FedEx and the Amazon driver. They're just like, not this guy again.
Again.
Like, how many golf balls does one human being need? This is ridiculous.
Really, it is.
It is.
It's an addiction. It's okay.
Yep. So you ghost hunted for a long time. You just started so literally you went to St. Augustine, you went to the lighthouse. Is that up yet? Like, can we watch that?
No, we didn't go to the lighthouse, but my video is up. We actually went to the old jail.
Oh, I hear St. Augustine. I immediately think lighthouse.
I want to.
You're like, don't tip me with a good time.
The only reason we didn't choose the lighthouse is because they don't do nighttime. They don't let you do nighttime. I guess I would probably have to specifically request that, and they said it's not likely that they're going to let you.
Oh, dang.
But the old jail, we went at 12 and got done around 3, and we got a lot of activity. The video is actually up on my second channel.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really good. I kind of expected it to be more like a touristy thing. I was really surprised with the activity.
Dang.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go now. How far is that from where you're at?
About 2 hours.
Also a decent drive.
Yeah, it's a decent drive. We stayed in a haunted inn, the Casablanca Inn, but
Casablanca Inn?
I know, right? It looked very creepy, but I didn't get any evidence.
I was about to say, was it actually haunted, or was it like haunted with bed bugs?
Right. That's what it seemed like. That's what I was really concerned about.
It's funny because people are always like, when I tell them like, I live in northern Nevada.
Yeah.
Because people think that like I live in Vegas, right? You say I live in Nevada. They're like, oh, how's Vegas? Well, Vegas is like 7.5 hours south. But in the middle is like Tonopah, Goldfield, all those places. It's like 3.5 hours from here.
Yeah.
And they have the Clown Motel. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's the creepy clown place. They have all the clown themed everything. Yeah. And I've never like investigated there, but I remember getting there, and I'm telling you, the only thing that place is haunted by is bed bugs.
Really?
Yes. If anything, keep going a little bit down and go to the Mizpah, or go to like the Tonopah Liquor Company. That is a creepy spot. But yeah, the Clown Hotel, no.
Sometimes it's just more like touristy. They just have the clowns everywhere. It looks creepy, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get activity.
Exactly, yeah. And plus the dude, I guess some guy bought it and was trying to renovate it and turn it into I guess keep it the Clown Motel, because it has to be the Clown Motel. But he was trying to like, he's trying to like make it like a little edgier. And so he was like, hey man, do you guys want to come out and film? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll check it out. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily haunted, although it is right next to the cemetery that does get a lot of activity. So it's like literally like connected to it just about. But he was like, yeah, like come on out. It's going to be this much, to film and everything like that. And we were like, sweet, let's do it. And then like right before we went out there, he was like, oh, actually, I checked out your channel. You have a pretty decent following, so it's going to be 20 times what I told you. And I was like,
no.
What? I was like, hell no. Like, no thanks, bro. So we ended up being like, no. And so I went to the to Mizpah, and the Mizpah was nuts. And we got to go down in the basement, and I actually saw this, because supposedly they see a lady in red, but this lady wasn't red, she was gray, and she like kind of like peeked out from the side of this thing, and I could see like long hair, features, and everything. And she was just like,
what's up?
Yeah. And I just remember being like,
you don't know what to do in that moment.
Yeah. You have no idea even me, like I'm pretty like vocal. I'm pretty like I'll be like, oh, did you hear that? It sounded like somebody going, like I get crazy with it. But even in those moments, and people forget that, like, even though I'm out there looking for it and I'm out there trying to put myself in those situations, when things like that happen, it's like all bets are off, right? You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like,
Yep, you're no longer the big bad paranormal investigator. You're
right? Yeah,
freaked out.
yeah. You turn into just like, I don't know what to think. And like,
But
I
it's still
forgot how
scary.
to type.
Yeah, it's still scary. But then
Luckily,
later
I
you're
do
so
get to
happy
do.
about it.
Yeah, right. Luckily, I do all of the editing, so I can cut out the part where I'm screaming and just just be like, "What was that?"
I was so mature and calm.
Yeah, I look like James Bond hunting ghosts. No
Yeah.
big deal. Like,
Not
howdy.
scared.
It's so fun. Well, that's awesome though. So, what's like? I mean, this is probably like everybody always asks these questions, right? But like, what's like a big place that you want to go to? Like, what's your spot where you're like, one day, or is it Nevada? Is it just like Washoe Club, Mackey Mansion? Where is it?
The Sallie house.
Oh my God, the Sallie. We were there too. I don't know if you saw that episode. That
yeah,
place.
I referenced it.
Oh my God, that place is off the charts. And we went in thinking, because we heard a lot of controversy, right? If you watch a lot of videos, if you like kind of follow up on it, it seems like the guy who owns the house kind of invented the Sallie story.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to get people to come in and rent his place out and everything like that. Because there isn't any documentation, there's nothing really documented that proves or that solidifies that story. So it's kind of all just speculation and rumors.
Yeah.
But with that said, I think, and tell me what you think about this, but I think that if you have a large number of people or investigators or whatever coming to a place talking about this, asking about it, investigating, really like putting a lot of that energy and stuff out there, I kind of feel like the universe might start manifesting that kind of thing and might, you know what I mean? Even though there wasn't something like that there, maybe it's like a ball of energy that like something like that, or something that could feed off of all of that emotion and everything, and those stories and all that stuff just comes kind of creeping in, like it's like everybody's like a little bit of like 11 from Stranger Things, and we're all opening like a little bit of a gate, you know what I mean? And then it keeps stretching and stretching and stretching. Next thing you know, there's weird stuff happening, because I saw what looked like the silhouette of a little girl standing in that basement doorway. And I'm even getting chills talking about it, because I saw what looked like that, and it was pretty damn creepy.
You're absolutely right. It could 100% be like an egregore, where a bunch of people's same story and energy have manifested it to be a real thing and a real experience for people. But I have a theory on Sallie. I know the story of the little girl thing is made up, but the experiences that people have had, like even starting with the original family that the story came from, or the original family that rented the house. Demons tend to pretend to be children to get you to trust them. So that is one of my theories, that it is just a demonic entity. We don't know where it came from. Probably not from the original story, most likely. But from somewhere. I mean, demons can come from anywhere, even if, because the property was known to be haunted, if someone was to go and do seances or something like that and conjure something evil there, it could most definitely pretend to be this Sallie that everybody keeps talking about, because they're not stupid. They can hear you talking about it.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, really? You want to see a Sallie? Check this out."
Exactly. So that is my theory on Sallie. It's something pretending to be Sallie.
Which kind of terrifies me even more, because I'm telling you, I saw what looked like that, like a 8-9-year-old girl, like a little bit, because I have a son, he's 6, and just a little bit older than him. You see the hair and everything, and I was like,
see. but no,
Jesus, take the wheel.
No actual ghost of a living being is going to scare people, scratch people, harm people, set things on fire from, what the stories are saying.
Light me on fire.
Right. Unless it's just a really bad freaking kid. But,
right.
But no, I think it's definitely something dark that was probably conjured there or could have been there before. We don't know. But
yeah, you never know.
It's something dark if it's an entity.
Yeah, and if you haven't investigated that place yet, that would be an awesome one. And everybody, everybody wants me to go back there.
Yeah.
So who knows? Like when I do make it back out there, which will probably be early next year.
Okay. I see what you're doing. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, like y'all should come out because that would be freaking sick.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's really, by the way, let me give some shout outs real quick. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. $2 super chat is called Tulpa. What the heck are you talking about, sir? Joe, member for 4 freaking months. Happy to be here, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the channel. Very much appreciated. And thank you for supporting independent content creators. That's huge, guys. We appreciate the hell out of that. By the way, y'all make sure you go and subscribe to Sammy, all of her stuff. The Instagram, both channels, go show her some love. Really, really cool stuff. And I want to talk about your main channel too, because I think that's really freaking cool. And it kind of just goes along what we were just saying about manifesting energy and stuff like that, really talking things into existence, which is pretty freaking cool. And then Daniel coming in hot again with another super chat, $2. Thank you, Daniel, saying, could be that too, Sammy?
That's my theory on it.
Yeah. Oh, I see what he's saying.
The Sallie house.
I thought he was saying that it could be someone named Sammy, and there's like could be that too, comma Sammy. Punctuation. I'm just kidding.
Grammar with Patrick.
Really, sir? But yes, appreciate you guys for that. Thank you so much for the super chats. So let's take a little dive into that main channel.
Okay.
What made you want to start a channel like that? First off, tell people what it is, and then what made you want to do that, because I think it's so cool.
My main channel is manifestation, not to be confused with law of attraction, because law of attraction is not what I talk about. Law of attraction is actually, in my opinion, just a watered down version of what manifestation really is. And kind of a highly marketed version. It's more so people just doing
talking about like The Secret.
Yeah, see, they were way off, and I say that not from just what I've learned, but from experiencing it. My whole life, I have kind of known. My mom always taught me that your thoughts and your words, they become true. So don't joke about things that you don't need to be joking about or that you don't want to experience. And if you really want something, just, pretend like you have it, basically. Well, eventually I did come across The Secret, and that's what kind of got me started with it. Like, oh, okay. So this is kind of like what my mom is like teaching me, but it's just way too much into like matching a vibration and stuff just didn't make sense. Or I'm not a fan of the law of attraction. What I teach on my channel is the law of assumption, meaning what you assume to be true is what you experience in your life.
Ooh.
And if you're not liking what you're experiencing, whether it be one or two things or your entire life in general, then you would just go ahead and start thinking as if you already have the experience or the things that you want. And then your subconscious accepts that as true and projects it out into your reality, which is kind of what you were just saying with the Sallie house.
Yep.
It is. Your thoughts create is basically the gist of my channel. And they do, from experience and practice, to figure out what is it, why are these things manifesting that I'm thinking.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So it's funny because you're saying your mom told you that. My mom just told me that if I like made a funny face, it would stay that way. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like that might have been in the same.
I was told that too.
Like, stop making that face. Your face is gonna stick like that. Like, okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize. But I feel like I did a lot of that growing up too, because I remember being like young, and just being like, I want this song to come on the radio. I want this song to come on the radio. And boom, it'd be on the radio. Now, granted, it's some of it could be coincidence, right? Because it was like popular songs back then, and so it's gonna come through, But I'm like, I want to hear Clay Walker again. I want to hear that Garth Brooks song because I grew up in Texas, right? It's all about the country, 80s and 90s country. But I noticed that stuff would happen a lot. I'd be like, ooh, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. But then this is what really, like, just me personally, like in my life, I felt like I always knew, because I played music. I'm a musician. I don't know if did you know that? Like, I played music.
I've heard you mention it before on your channel. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So I was always like, I'm going to sign a record deal. Like, I don't care. And everybody, every band is like, I'm gonna sign a record deal, or like, and he gets signed by some tiny little indie label that has like one other artist and nothing really comes, you know what I mean? But I was like, no. I'm going to sign a major label record deal. It is going to happen. I promise you that. And, my mom is like, oh, I believe in you, son. Yay. But for the most part, people are like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. Well, this is like early 2000s, and then into like the late 2000s, 2008, 9, right after that really big crash. Remember the real estate boom where it was like, yay, everybody gets a house. Boom. No one has a house anymore. Yeah. This was right after that. So like everything was just like crazy. Like, it was a weird time. Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, doesn't matter. I'm going to sign a record deal. And people are like, no, you're not. Like, no, they don't even sign bands anymore. They're signing, rappers and pop band, pop singers and stuff like that. Like nobody signs bands anymore. And I was like, I'm going to sign one. And sure enough, my band, we busted our whats, and we kept going, and we played show after show after show, and we would coast into the town in the van, with the trailer pulling the gear. We'd coast in, and I'd sit there, and there were times that we'd pull up at the gas station and we'd just put on an acoustic show in the gas station parking lot. And people would be like buying CDs and buying shirts, and the people who work in the gas station would be coming out and like pulling out money from the ATM to buy shirts and stuff like that. It was so freaking cool. But we just kept working and working and working, and I kept saying it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Or not even that it's gonna happen, but that it already is in the works. Like it's all, I know it's gonna happen. Like it will happen. And sure enough, boom, 2009, sign a record deal, Universal Records, and boom, you know what I mean? Making albums there, touring all over the world, playing music. It's crazy.
See?
But it's totally, and I do remember The Secret, and I remember having that stuff come out, and I remember being like, I didn't really get like into it. Like I didn't watch the movies and stuff like that, but I remember hearing about it, and I was like, wait, you mean like just do like what I would do anyways? Like
yeah.
Isn't that what everybody does?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That's what people think. They think it's just such a complicated thing. And I'm like, do you think thoughts all day? Then you're manifesting. If you're thinking, you're manifesting. Your most dominant thoughts and beliefs are what are going to be your reality. You can look at your reality and realize that you created that by thinking these things. Mm-hmm. And you can change anything at any time by thinking differently.
Yep. It's so weird how powerful the mind really is. And what credits that even more, you can hear my cat. He's pissed right now. It's like, yo, you gonna let me in? So he's trying to manifest that door opening. Out too. See, he's trying to manifest that door opening. He's like,
yeah,
open it.
He's gonna let me in. He's gonna let me in.
Right? Yeah. Hold on. Actually, maybe I will, because he is probably gonna get like incredibly loud and louder and louder. Come on in, Dallas. Come on.
Strawberry Angelita, I see you. I know where you're from.
He just stands there, dude. Real quick, wait, before we dive anymore. Daniel, thank you. Another super chat, $5 super chat coming in hot. In the occult, you can create an entity by giving it an identity. Ooh.
Theory number 3.
Okay. And then Daniel coming in hot again, saying you can create a tulpa. Am I saying that right? What is that with your mind?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. What is that? Daniel, let us know. Talk. Tell us, Daniel. And then actually another super chat. My gosh, Daniel, you'll meet Daniel. He speaks in super chats. That's all he's.
Oh, hey, that's
here
good.
You go.
That's good for you.
What do you think about tulpas?
I have no idea what that is, honestly.
I don't know what that is either. Daniel, what is that?
We need to know. Educate us.
I'm gonna look it up. A concept. So it's basically that an object or being can be created through spiritual or mental powers.
So like an egregore, like whenever a bunch of different people put energy into something, it becomes real?
Apparently.
That sounds like a similar thing. I do believe in that. I think people do it all the time with big events in the world.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
You get enough people believing in the same thing and it will become real.
And then, maybe that explains like the Mandela effect, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like one of those things where like people are like, no.
Right.
It was Berenstein Bears, right? Or like this had this or this was like that. There's so many of those where I'm like, no, that's not right.
Right. You'll not convince me that I'm wrong.
You know what the biggest one is that drives me crazy is, so I remember, like, very, very vividly remember it. The movie with Sinbad as a genie. That happened. I saw that movie.
I know. It happened. You're not going to tell me it didn't.
Yeah. No, it did. And he's like, and you can't find it. Like, there's no anything there. There's no, you can't find the movie. Nobody knows what the heck it is. But
humans control Google. They wiped it out for a reason. They're trying to make us think we're crazy.
Right? Like, I feel like that might be like, come on. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know that
definitely happened. See,
look,
I see it in chat.
The guru says, I owned that movie.
See?
Miss Jen says, it absolutely happened. I know it did.
It did.
I know it did.
And even he says that he never did that. You're lying. You're lying.
I know, yeah. He's like, I would. He's like, I would do it, but it never happened. I was like,
you did it.
No. You don't say you would do it, sir. Because you're spending that money still right now. Don't lie.
Literally. Just lying.
What a liar. Daniel coming in hot again. Another $5 super chat. Daniel, I think that gets you on the wheel, sir. That's got to get you on the wheel. Oh, by the way, I got to explain the wheels to you, Sammy. Okay. Unless you've seen some of the live streams. Well, basically, if somebody donates $20 to the show, either little chunks like that or $20 all at once, I put their name on one of these spots. And then once it's full, we give it a nice little spin, and they win a mystery box. So you get like stickers and like signed postcards and pictures and stuff like that. It's super freaking cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Haters absolutely hate it, though. Like, they're like, they love to hate it. They love to hate the wheel.
Why do you hate that?
I don't know. See, like, my thing is that, like, the haters want to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's asking for donations. I'm like, look, if somebody wants to help support the show, because everything's expensive. Money. Yeah, everything is expensive, especially, I mean, ghost hunting, like the gear, the locations, it's ridiculously expensive. And then, like, the more following you get, the more they charge you, because they're like, well, you're making millions of dollars on YouTube.
Yep.
No.
I know. They don't know.
Yeah, they don't really know.
They don't know.
But the haters just love to be like, oh, I can't believe that. And I'm like, bro, stop it. Like, you know you're mad because you didn't think of it. And if anything, because they'll be like, oh, he's only in it for the money, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
bro, do you know how much it costs?
Yeah, I'm like, so if a whole big group of people were like, hey man, I really like what you're doing, we'd like to support you and make you, let you be able to do that more often, you wouldn't want to do that?
Please.
Like, did you never buy music? Like, you didn't buy music from an artist that you like, support their work by purchasing it?
Yeah, why are YouTubers any different? That's what I don't understand. Why do we get hate for charging for things or for accepting donations? Like, I get hate for charging money for my email coaching, but like, I'm giving you my time. I'm taking hours out of my day to help you with your life.
Exactly.
So teachers shouldn't get paid? Like, what?
Right?
Logic.
Right? Yeah. Like we should just like emergency services. Oh, just pull their paychecks.
Yeah.
They should want to do that just by the kindness of their heart. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And what's funny too is that this is literally giving back.
Yeah. You're still spending more money from the donations to give back.
Yeah, it means so much to me, and I get so like choked up because I'm like, oh my God, I never thought I was gonna have like 100 subscribers. Like when I hit 100, I was like having a party. I was like popping like a $5 bottle of cooked champagne, making mimosas. I was like, woo!
I know.
I didn't think it was ever gonna get to this point where people were gonna be like, oh, here's $20. I get $100 donations. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Legendary donations, which is this one, by the way. Stop it. The Legends wheel back here. But I never thought that was going to happen. So when people do, I'm like, look, hey, I love y'all to death. I appreciate the hell out of it because being an independent content creator is just that. It's independent. Yeah. I have a job. I have things that I do in my normal life that help me to do this stuff. But also having people be like, here's $5, here's $20. That's just going to help make it that much better. That I can get bigger places, I can travel more, I can do that kind of stuff. And I always tell them, I love you guys, and I do. It's always appreciated, like very much appreciated. It's never expected. Like I'm not expecting it. I'm not coming in like, okay guys, hello. Like no, like come on. If you have a few extra bucks, thank you. And if you don't, and I always tell people that too, if you don't, and times are tough. I get it. Times are tough for everyone. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Like the video. Share the video.
That's subscribe. Free, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. Go subscribe to her channels, guys. Hit that the bell notification, all that stuff, because that's what's going to help grow the channels and hit those algorithms and do all that stuff. Yeah. And that's always way more than enough. But if you do have a few extra bucks, come on, have fun. You want to win some prizes? Let's go.
Yeah, I don't get the big deal about what is wrong with the people that appreciate my content showing me they appreciate it or donating or whatever it is. Why do y'all care anyway? What did it take out of your pocket?
Exactly. It's like, wait a second. So you're trying to tell some grown-ass adult what they should and shouldn't do with the money they make.
Right. Did it come out of your light bill? I just need to know.
Yeah, I think you know what it is? Smells like jealousy. I'm just saying,
that is where hate stems from.
Because every single person that said anything about it also has a patron, also has channel members, also accepts super chats are turned on their channel, all that stuff.
Maybe if you were a better person and weren't putting out all that hate energy.
Oh, look! What do you get? What do you get when you manifest and you talk about the negative all day long? What happens?
That's what reflects in your life.
Stop it. So true. Oh my goodness. Daniel coming in hot again too with another $5. Like a spirit with a complete identity and history. Ooh, wowzers. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Life with Wit, Bobby. Is that you?
That's my husband.
That's the hubby. Oh my gosh, Bobby. Stop it. What are you doing, sir?
He gave you 20 doll hairs.
He did. He went haywire. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, babe.
I'll put him on here though. I'll put him right there. Bam. There he is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be getting the box. We don't know yet.
I know, sir. I hope you win it too. You never know. Oh my goodness. Christine B coming in hot too, saying, "What's up? Good night. All I'm beat and need some sleep. Love you all. Very much appreciated, Christine." Christine has been going haywire lately too, y'all. Give it up for Christine. She went like, look at this. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendary donations.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, holy moly. Look, the guru says Sinbad is a hell of a cringe actor. Just had to throw that one in there.
Well, we know he made one good movie.
Yeah, he did. He did make one, and I remember it.
Yeah.
Keisha B, $5 super chat. I swear I saw the Sinbad movie. I think my parents have the VHS. That's what I'm saying. I know that it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it's like Fern Gully, Scamper the Penguin, The Little Toaster, and that movie.
It's somewhere. Somebody will pull it out of somewhere.
Yeah, somebody has to. Unless if we do, so if the Mandela effect is true and we have these like alternate like timelines and one just happens to collapse down into the other one.
Yeah.
Does that mean that stuff just kind of materializes away?
No, it's more so think of it like a film strip. So there's infinite realities, right?
Yeah.
So if we somehow moved from the reality where it existed into one where it did not. It's just a different reality. It doesn't mean that it never existed. It just doesn't exist in this one because we now are being told that it never existed. So therefore, we're in a reality now where it supposedly never existed. That doesn't mean we've forgotten about the other reality. It just means we've shifted. But it still exists. So if enough people,
it's kind of like if we had like the old like reel to reel tape, like movie tape, and if I put a movie on top of a movie, both movies are actually happening, but when the other one runs out, that's still played at one point, but now we just got this reality left.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That's deep.
I know.
That's
manifestation actually goes really deep. It's actually manifestation, and what I teach is actually scientifically proven. They've proven that there are infinite realities, and that what you believe or what you think on all the time shifts you into a different one. So like you have infinite directions you can go. Like if you desire something, that means that there is a version of you that has that thing. So like maybe you desire to have 1 million subscribers, right? There is a version of you that has that, and you can jump to that reality, and then everything that needs to come together for you to have that will happen.
That's so freaking cool.
I know.
Oh, I love it.
You don't have to wait.
But here's the thing. So, and I know, like, obviously you know, you seem like a very positive person. I'm a very positive person. I try to spread love and light no matter where I go. Yeah. Sadly, you know, as we were talking about the haters, by the way, let's spin one of these wheels, guys, because we want to hear the haters cry. But if you think about it, there's also, so if there is a reality where we both have 1 million subscribers already, then that also means that there is a reality where we both decided to not even start our YouTube channel.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's those ebbs and flows. And I think, and I bet that the reason that your channel is as big as it is, and you have as many followers and everything, and you're just killing it the way that you are, is because there's so many people that find themselves getting stuck in that loop of, oh, I didn't quite get there, or I'm just not going to do it. Or why would it ever happen to me? It's never going to happen. And it just keeps dropping them down into that, I guess, dimension or parallel universe. What?
Well, yeah, they're
alternate reality.
They're in their reality of lack, essentially, and they're searching for a way out. And that's where I help them. That's where I help them get out. I tell them how to think differently. If they don't start thinking differently, they're going to stay in the state or reality that they're in. So when they start thinking as if they have the life they want, which is what I teach, then they're in a new reality. And then their life's going to go the way that person's life is going to go, that version of them that is successful, that does have the things they want, that are happy and thriving. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so freaking cool though. Like, I love that kind of stuff. Like, I've always been fascinated with that. And I think it's so cool. Mm-hmm. And that's why I was so excited when I just messaged you and I was like, hey, would you possibly like to come on my little after hours podcast thing? And you were like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I was like, yes.
I was like, why not?
I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna manifest this. It's gonna happen.
And you did.
Man, that's crazy. So essentially, I guess out there somewhere, there's a me that has 8 Lexes instead of just 1 6-year-old. You know what I mean? I have 8 kids and some, you know what I mean?
Could be.
Oh, man.
You get to select whatever version of yourself you want to be at any time. Well, nothing is ever permanent.
And it's like the musician stuff. And then even like I was saying, starting the haunted side, like I didn't really envision and dream that I would have, you know, like, guys, we're almost 161,000 subscribers, by the way. Stop. Shoot. Oh my gosh. But like, you know, but I was like, you know what? Because I moved to Nevada and I was like, man, because I've always loved ghost hunting. I always did it. I used to go, I don't know if you've heard me say it before, but like back when I was traveling with the band, you know, if we were somewhere super close to like a well-known haunted place, because we travel all over the country, I'd just go out and I'd be like, ooh, like the Villisca Axe Murder House is like 30 minutes away. I'm going to go check this out. And you know, the rest of the band, I'd tell them, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to go like spend the night at this Axe Murder House? And they're like, no, dude, like we're going to be at the Marriott. We're going to be at the Hilton bar, you know, hanging out. You go ahead and enjoy your Axe Murder House. And I'm like, ooh, I will. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah. But like, you know, when I moved here, I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to start a channel. I'm going to start a Ghost Hunting channel, paranormal channel, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to just put some stuff out and let's see what happens. And it's just like, what happened is I ended up surrounding myself with, I surround myself with a lot of people. Like I try to help as many people as I can. If you ask that, I mean, I know there are some people who would like to hate me now, but I have it on camera, them being like, he is the most generous person ever, multiple times before they decided they hate me. Right. And so, but like, you know, like I was always just like, let me do whatever I can for other people, because then if I ever need something, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be there. Not that I did it because I thought that.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but for me, it was just like, just don't even think about it. Just like if somebody needs something, do it. Like, and you know, people be like, oh, Patrick, we're coming through Nevada. Will you take us to some haunted places? Hell yeah, let's go. Like, you know, I'd be doing it anyways. Like, that's kind of what I do, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's craziness. But speaking of which, you do need to come out to Nevada.
Oh, 100%. That is on my list for next year.
Like y'all have to.
Yeah.
And do the Vegas thing, go to Zach's museum, do all that stuff. Like you have to, that's kind of a staple, but like save a couple days, 3-4 days, come up Northern Nevada. I'll take you around. We'll go hit up, you know, Washoe Club, the Mackey Mansion, the Truckee Murder House, all that stuff.
Oh yes.
Yep. We're gonna make it happen. Jay Tinker says YouTube should be paying you guys way more. That's
agreed.
The problem. Oh yeah. You guys would be surprised. I mean, people think like, oh, you have 100 and some thousand, because even your channel, you're like what, 140, 130, 40,000?
I think 132 right now.
Yeah, like that's a lot of subscribers, you know. Yeah. And people think like, oh my gosh, you like some of your videos have hundreds of thousands of views or whatever, and like you must be making millions of dollars. And it's like, you mean like $100? Maybe.
Yeah. And I don't take sponsor. They don't understand. A lot of people don't understand if you're not a YouTuber. Most YouTubers rely on sponsorships for they're not living off of AdSense.
Oh,
they're living off of sponsorships. And I don't take sponsorships for my main channel. I will for my second channel when it's big enough.
Sure.
But for my main channel, I don't take sponsorships, because the kind of sponsorships for that type of channel are like tarot or readings, and I'm just I don't feel right. I wouldn't do that.
No, absolutely 100%. Wait a second. Oh, by the way, guys, ask some questions. If you have questions, now's the time. Let's get some questions going as well, because I know y'all want to get to know Sammy as much as I want to get to know her as well. This is freaking cool. Joe says, do haters go to concerts? LOL. It's true though. Like they don't go to concerts then, right?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
And they pay a lot for that.
It's exactly the same thing. Chad Brandon, what's this? That is a K2 meter emoji. And if you type in, do a little colon and then type in apple juice. Hold on a second here. Bam. That's right. That's my apple juice. I guess you can't drink on live streams. That's what I've been told. So
really?
I don't know. I that's what I was told. I've never really tested that theory too much.
Mine's hot chocolate, though.
Because I got apple juice in here. YouTube.
I'm just trying to get a sugar rush here because it's 10 for me. Well, 10:44 for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right. Oh no.
I'm up late every night though, because that's when I do like my editing and stuff, because I do have a 6-year-old also, and he's very busy.
First grade?
Oh yes.
Same here. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh.
And he's actually homeschooled because my husband does the truck shows and stuff, and sometimes we have to travel. And of course, I want to be open to be able to travel for my second channel to do investigations and stuff. So homeschool is better for us.
I like it though. Nothing wrong with that. I bet you my mom would have homeschooled us if she could have. If she could have, she totally would have.
I'm grateful that I can. I really am.
That's so amazing. Yeah. Daniel coming in hot, another $2 super chat. Dear Lord in heaven. Anyway, Sallie could be a tulpa, not at ghost.
That is true.
Now that we know what that is.
Definitely could.
What do we got? What do we got? Betty says, how are you, Sass? Sass is now. Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Guys, like the video. Give the video a thumbs up. Make sure, and I'm telling y'all, make sure you go subscribe to Sammy's channel. Manifest that you have already subscribed and watched all of that content because it is fantastic. Really, really freaking cool stuff. Speak of positive vibes only. That's true. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's all about the positivity because you're either going to put into something or you're going to take out of something, right? There's no in between. You're either putting in or you're taking out. So if you are going to be putting in, why not put in something sweet? You know what I mean? Like, why sprinkle some chocolate chips in there? You know what I mean? The world has enough salt. Come on, haters.
It really does.
You. The world has enough salt. Be a chocolate chip for once in your life, and then who knows? You might find yourself in a cookie instead of the drain.
So true.
It's so crazy. So crazy. Michelle says, didn't she make a super legendary? Oh yeah, you're talking about Christine. Yes. So we've got Paralegend Christine now. By the way, Christine is also on the super chat, guys. She went haywire. So she's been on the super chat now for a while. I started circling her name because she was going haywire. Oh my God. Is somebody going to dethrone her? Let's see. I'm going to manifest that. Yeah, somebody is eventually. Come on, guys.
That's all you got to do.
That's it. Help support the channel. Let's go. Come on, you guys. Okay, let's see. Scrolling down. Oh my gosh. If Patrick was a chick, he would have 8 kids. Wow. Thanks. I don't know how to take that. Are you calling me a 304? Ella. This is why the Fight Club mindset is now ruling the US and the world. The Fight Club mindset? What's that? Is that the don't talk about it? That was a good movie though. Remember Fight Club?
Yes.
That's a great movie. Stop it. Are we talking about multiverse, huh? I think so. We were talking about a bit about the multiverse. So I'm trying to read. I get so far behind in the chats, it gets ridiculous. There's practically merch at this point that just says Patrick, are you reading this? And it's ding, 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 ding.
I like the did you hear that merch? Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? It's did you read that yet, Patrick? OMG. Black Cat says, Sammy's link, please. It is in the description. If one of the moderators would go and grab that link and blast it all over the chat, please, guys, go check her out, subscribe to the channel, do all that cool stuffs. Hit that Instagram up. Come on. Truckee Murder House is one of my most favorites. Ooh, that's a question. While I'm looking for chats, what was the first? Can you remember what the first episode is that you saw of the haunted side?
Man, I've been subscribed to you for a while.
Ooh.
I have to think about that. I can't remember what the first one is. Just my favorite one was the Sallie house and that freaking 8-ball, magic 8-ball. That was just, oh my God. And the little wicker thing falling over. I can't remember what the first episode was. I've been subscribed to you for quite a while, actually.
Probably Clean Water Demon House then, huh?
Yes, maybe. That sounds familiar.
That's one of the ones that really was woo.
That probably is.
Yeah, because Nuke's Top 5, he featured us a few times.
That's where I found you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure the majority of these people came from Nukes. Shout out to Nukes. Come on, man.
That's so cool. I love his channel, and you've been on there so many times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He used to feature us once a month. He'd be like, bro, I got you. Let's go. Nukes, come on, man. What do I gotta do? Get us on the channel, sir. No, it was so cool because he did like Donovan Mill, and that was the first one he featured was Donovan Mill, where the chair moved next to me, and I was like, Jesus Christ! Dude, oh no, is this side? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
But I remember being because I think we had like maybe like 7,000 subscribers at that point, 5, 6, 7.
Really?
Yeah, we had like almost none, or maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe it's like 10,000, and it was like boom. He featured us, and I was like, oh, and I remember just all of a sudden, like it was like bing, 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 and I was like, oh my
Isn't that
God,
crazy? You're like, what is happening?
Yeah, I was like, oh my sweet baby Jesus, this is crazy. And I remember reading like, oh, came from Nukes. Nukes sent me da da da, and I was like, Nukes. Let me look, and then I saw the whole thing, and I was like, oh, and we like damn near doubled our subscriber count like overnight.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, I was like, dear Lord, that was insane. And then it was like he did that one. He did Truckee Murder House, and then he did the Clean Water Demon House, and that was the one that was like the biggest one.
What was the crazy one? I think Jason was sitting in a closet or something, and there was a figure. There was a figure that walked through either a bathroom or there was a figure.
I think that was the Hunter Creek house, but they look very similar. They're just like old torn down houses, just shells of houses. But the Clean Water Demon House is the one where I'm like walking in and Jason's behind me and I'm looking at him, talking to him, and I glance over and I think I see like what looks like a shadow figure on the screen, but it kind of like disappears real quick. I'm like, I think that might have been a shadow. I don't know. That was weird. And then it's like this person, like hooded looking thing standing behind the window seal in that room. And I was like, ah! And I didn't see that till like edited, right? And I think I say that in the episode too. I'm like, if I'd have seen what this thing looked like in the moment, I don't think we would have just walked by that little window so casually. It was pretty terrifying. But yeah, shout out to Nukes. That was so awesome. And I guess Sir Spooks featured us quite a bit too. And he just featured one. I think it's one that came out like 2 days ago, which was awesome. I was like, man, it feels like old times.
Such an honor to be on Nukes, though. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like once you get on Nukes, then you start getting on Chills and Sir Spooks and like all the different ones.
Yeah.
There's like a ton. And I didn't even realize this, but there's channels that all they do are reaction videos to those videos. So all they do is like they react to Nukes Top 5. They react to Sir Spooks. They react to Chills. And one day it was like we started getting like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers in a day. And I was like, holy moly. I was like, I wonder what happened. I wonder who featured us. This is awesome. And nobody featured us, but this dude called, what's the name of his channel? Blasphemous something? Blasphemous and a number. I don't remember. Or Blasphemous HD, something like that.
Yeah.
He just did a reaction video, but he has like millions of subscribers, and he did a reaction to the Nukes Top 5 one. And it was the funniest thing I have ever seen. I watch this if I'm ever having a bad day and I don't want to watch the bat brothel, because I'm sure you know the bat brothel, right? Where I'm like screaming and because there's bats flying around. Have you not seen that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, oh man, if I'm having like a bad day, I'm just like, man, I need to laugh. I put on the reaction this guy had to us, and it was when Sean was still part of the group. And actually, yeah, do you remember Sean? Were you here? Were you OG, like the original Sean? Okay, so you're like, I got Eureka Opera House. Yeah. I was there for Winchester Mystery House.
Yes.
But we were investigating the what's the name of that spot? It was downtown Reno. I can't even remember the name of the episode anymore. It was so long ago. 9 seasons. What? But the dude is literally reacting, and he's got like the headphones on, and like at one point something like kind of like flashes by the screen and knocks the camera over, and he's got the headphones on, and he's just like, ah! And he throws the headphones off and he's like screaming. He's like hyperventilating.
Oh my
God. But it's so funny. And then he has like, I guess his kids or somebody like are on the other side. And they're like, oh, just wait. It gets scarier. And he's like, it gets scarier. And they're like, yo, bro, dude, like, just wait. And he's like, no. He's like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I love over dramatic reactions like that.
Oh, like over the top, but it's so funny. You guys got to go watch that one. It's a couple of years ago now, but it was super freaking funny.
That's so funny. Someone just called you Batrick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Batrick all the way. I can't do. Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't do the bats. Oh, would you look? Life with Bobby coming in hot again. $5 super chat. I just want to show support and thank you for inviting my wife on the podcast. Dude, shout out. Go follow. He has a channel too, and he posts up on his channel. Y'all, go subscribe. Go check out Life with Bobby. Stop it. I like it, man. Go check it out. Thank you for the support, bro. And absolutely, man, anytime y'all want to come on. Dude, if you want to jump on too, like pop in, man. Like come say hi. He's like, I'll come on next week. I'm gonna be my own guest. We can talk about stuff.
I'm my own guest.
Yeah, I'm about to be my own guest, sir.
Not sharing with her.
Yeah, Daniel coming in hot too. Another $5 super chat. I'm telling you, Daniel speaks in super chats. Crazy. I can't remember the Mandela effect. It never happened. Ha! I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Oh,
reverse.
Investigators of Supernatural. It's my favorite name. I have to say all of it. Look, the multiverse. Daniel coming in hot again. Another $2 super chat. My God. Am I that far behind in the chat, y'all?
Probably.
Oh, no. Look at that. Keisha B coming in hot. $5 super chat. Whatever you feed grows, so feed into positive things, not things like anger or fear.
Yeah, true.
I think that's I think that's very much very, very true. Okay, I'm seeing stuff about cookies, so I'm guessing I'm that far behind. I'm a chocolate chip cookie. Kidding. Well, you should be. You should want to be a chocolate chip cookie and not like salt water.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies and wouldn't you know it, there's a hell of a lot of salt water on this earth, right? Literally all the oceans, right? That's a ton of salt water. Too much salt water, guys. Be sweet.
Yeah, I ain't drinking no salt water.
Help people. Care about people. Like,
yeah, it doesn't hurt you to just be a good person.
No, in fact, it helps you.
It really does.
And I'm telling you, coming from parents, right? Like Christmas now, because I remember Christmas as a kid being like, I want a Nintendo 64, right? Like, I want James Bond Golden or 007 GoldenEye. Now, and I remember being hella excited back then, you know, getting a Nintendo 64 or getting a Talk Boy. Remember, like Home Alone 2, like getting a Talk. I remember being like super stoked on that stuff.
Yeah.
But now, getting things for him and getting things for my family.
Oh, it's so fun.
Position, where I can do that. 1000% better feeling.
Yeah.
So much better feeling.
It is.
What's crazy is, you know how they do the giving trees every Christmas? So they have like the trees and it's like, you know, it'll be like 7-year-old girl size this, likes Barbies, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. When I signed my record deal, I went, and it was around Christmas time. I went to the store. I found the giving tree and I said, and I went up to the person who was like, you know, doing stuff. And she said, oh, would you like one? And I'm like, I'm not just going to take one. I want the tree. Like, take everything down and let's go fill these shopping carts up. And I did. And I bought that entire freaking tree. It was like 40 different kids on that thing. And I did the whole thing. And the lady was like, oh my God, thank you so much. She's like, sometimes like kids like don't get, you know, it'll be like 11-year-old boy and people won't do it because it's not like a 4 or 5-year-old boy. So she was
that's not fair. Don't
yeah, right. Like but she was so appreciative. And she's like, thank you so much. And I was like, hey, it's all good because I'm in I'm in a position now and people have supported me and I just did this major thing in my life that I want to give back and I want to keep You know what I mean? Like I want to keep that cycle going because it could be very easy for me to have just been like, I'm gonna buy a boat and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I could have like thrown like a huge party or went to Vegas for the weekend and spent that same amount of money, right? Or probably more if I went to Vegas, honestly.
Yeah.
And then have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean?
That's it. You'd have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, but for me, like just knowing that. And you know, I mean, it was clothes and a little bit of toys and stuff. That wasn't something major, right? I didn't start a scholarship fund or what, you know. But
no, but to them, it felt that way.
I bet it did. That's exactly my thing, because you know, or maybe it did. Who knows? Maybe like the kid who got like a set of like Uno cards is like, I want to be a mathematician, and now you know what I mean. Like, and he grows up and does something like that. Who knows? But that's the thing is, I was in that position, and it just felt like the right thing to do. It felt like the world and people and the universe had given me a chance and had given me something that I had tried for so long and really worked my fucking earth off to get, right? Because playing music is hard, right? Everybody knows somebody who's in a band. Everybody knows somebody that's playing music and stuff like that. To break through that is very difficult. But I got, you know, I got to that point and I was like, okay, I was like, I'm gonna get back. I'm going to do that. And I'm telling you that I've never felt better.
And now look, people give to you all the time now.
Right? Yeah. And then I'm like, hold on, let me try to give back. Y'all want some stickers?
I know.
Some postcards and some
just back and forth.
Meanwhile, the haters are like, oh my God, why do I only have 2 patrons and one of them's my mom? I wonder. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I am so far behind on these chats. Daniel, another $2 super chat. What's the reaction channel name? It was like Blasphemous HD, something like that. It was super funny. I have it saved somewhere because I tried to look for it and I couldn't find it. But then I did find it and I was like, oh, I need to save this one. What else we got going on here, guys? And don't let me keep you too long because I usually try to go about an hour or so.
That's fine.
And I know it's super late over there. So if you need to wrap it up, we can wrap it up. But if you want to keep going for a few more minutes, we can take some more questions and stuff. Yeah. Actually, where are the questions? Yo, ask some questions. We haven't even got to the questions yet. We're just talking about manifesting stuff and being a good person, which I guess is pretty good.
That is good.
That's a good conversation right there. 100%. Yes. Okay. I keep skipping through the chat. People probably like, Patrick, we have been asking questions. You just haven't been reading.
You're not reading it.
You're not doing it, sir. Okay. Sarah Sass says, does Sammy do live readings for people?
No, I don't do readings or anything like that. My channel is strictly based in just teaching people how to create the life that they want for themselves, because it's not going to do me, or it's not going to do you any good if I do things for you. I teach people how to do it themselves, do everything themselves. I don't do any of the readings or anything like that. It's just strictly manifestation.
So you're the like teach a man to fish versus give the man a fish.
Yes, because if I do it for you, then what about the next thing you desire and the next thing you desire, or this other thing that comes up in your life, or this thing that you want to change? I can't always be doing it for you, especially not 130,000 people. I mean, if I teach you all to do it yourselves, then you'll never need to ask anyone else for help.
Right. And then you start to put that out in the world and it just perpetuates, right?
Yep.
Because you get a whole bunch of these people that are like, this is what I want. I want to be a good person. I want this to happen. Boom, 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 boom. And then they teach that to their friends. And then they teach that to their kids.
Yep.
Like that mindset shift. It's huge.
Yes.
It's very, and because I mean, we all know those people, right? We work with them. We've, maybe we were family with them, like maybe they, used to do things with us. Who knows? But we all know those people that just like it's like so simple. Like you just want to be like,
yeah.
Stop! Like, come on! Like you have to see.
You're doing this.
Yeah, you have to see it's you. Like it's like 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 the ex-girlfriends are like, oh, Patrick is crazy. I'm like, come on now, like, y'all have to see it. No, I'm just kidding. It probably is me.
Sometimes we should take accountability.
Oh, she said it. She said it. It's true though. It's so true. But for real though, like on a real note, like you do, like we know those people that are just, it's like they always complain about stuff. It's always like,
yeah. And like, when you do that, if you're constantly complaining, then your life is going to give you more things to complain about, because your subconscious's job is to prove you to be right. Yep. That's its job. It's not confusing. It's not complicated. Whatever you're feeding your subconscious mind, it has to prove you to be right. So if you're constantly complaining, then it has to keep producing more situations for you to complain about. So how many situations is it going to take for you to stop freaking complaining?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
And it's sad because it's like just constant. It's like wake up in the morning. Oh, I have to get up. I have to do that. I have to do this. Why did this happen? Get home from work or school or whatever, and it's like, oh, this was bad. This was bad. This was bad. And I'm just been like, what? No.
Yep.
Like, did you wake up today? Like, did you have the gift of yet another day in your life? That's pretty big, because there are people who didn't.
Yeah.
Let's be real. There are people who won't. And you know, I am one of those people. My mom and my grandparents taught me this growing up. It's like every day, get up and be excited and be better. Like be a little bit better than you were the day before. And if you're not, then at least realize that and work for that for the next day. Like constantly try to leave things better than how you found them. You know what I mean? And
a lot of people don't understand, and that is the issue, is they just don't know that it's a simple mindset shift. It doesn't matter if you've been in a 20-year cycle of bad circumstances due to your complaining. If you just wake up one day and you say, you know what, I'm not going to complain anymore. My life is absolutely amazing. Even if you're looking at a complete disaster, if you will just say, nope, everything is perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect. I love my life. Everything works for me. Everything works in my favor. Then your life is going to start reflecting that, and it can turn around like that. But you have to stop. You have to cut the cycle off first.
That's when you start getting those calls. You start getting those text messages, getting those emails. So you're like, this was a long shot. All these good
things just start pouring into your life.
Yeah. You're like, this was a long shot, but it paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, another $5 super chat. I'm a tarot card reader, but I can't read for myself. I've heard that before. Like it's hard for people to do that. Strawberry Angelita.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Oh, hey, what's up, Strawberry Angelita? Says readings are low key BS. Not gonna lie. I've talked about that before because I've had a lot of people, psychic people, want to work with the show or and that kind of stuff. And I always say it. I'm like, look, I can count on like one hand even how many people I've been around that I've genuinely felt had some kind of gift. Or some kind of ability, and maybe it's not even an ability or gift. Maybe it's just really good intuition, which I guess could still be technically a gift.
It is. It's still the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, most of the time, like a lot of the time, I'm like, no, like I don't know, like see, because I even like when I had the meta psychics on, that's why I told them, I was like, how do you deal with that? Because I know there's a lot of people that are going to be like, well. You'll be like, I sense a woman, and like, they're like, oh, it's my grandma. Yeah, yes, your grandma,
Yeah.
And what I really liked about them is that they came with the like, no, like absolutely not. And they're funny. I don't know if you know them or if you watch that, but like
I watched that episode.
Yeah, so they're so funny. Like they're so like they're like comedy, like too, like they're comedians.
I like that.
Yeah, which I think like adds that levity to it, where they're not trying to be like, it's your grandmother coming through saying that you need to turn left tomorrow instead of turning right, or something, something like that. They're just like, look, I'm picking up on some weird stuff. This is what it is. If it makes sense, cool. If it doesn't, cool. It's all good. This is just what the universe is telling me. And I like that. I like that they weren't trying to like stretch things, because I know a lot of those people are like, it's like they're like,
yeah. Once they see people making money at it, everybody all of a sudden is a psychic.
Right? Yeah. They're like, oh, I sense a woman.
Yeah.
There's a man and a woman here. Does anyone want to claim them?
Right. Because who's gonna prove it to be wrong? You know, if they're telling you they see a ghost or they sense a ghost or whatever it is, you can't prove them to be liars. Really?
Exactly. Yeah, you can't
say whatever they want. Yeah, they can say what they want.
Yeah, which is funny because that's why people are always like, you know, because you were talking about like, you know, like you get the haters sometimes. It's YouTube. I get the haters sometimes. It's YouTube.
Mine are pretty rough.
Are they really?
They're pretty awful. Yeah.
I don't know. I got some sometimes that I'm like really? Like, what do you do? Why are you watching stuff like this if you just don't believe about, you know, anything to do with paranormal? And here's the thing, like if you watch the haunted sign, I have never, not one time ever, have I said anything is a ghost for sure.
Yeah.
Or it is 100% a spirit. It's 100% this, that, anything. I'm always like, I don't know what that is. I can't explain it. What you hear me say it all the time. What was that?
Right.
Did you hear that? Not, did you hear that ghost? What is that? Right. That is a ghost over there. I don't know. I'm out there to like capture when weird things happen and then put it out so people can watch it and go, ooh, that is pretty weird. That's unexplainable. Or there's some people who are like, oh, that could be this or that could be that. And I'm like,
yeah, they can come to their own conclusion based on your evidence.
Yeah, I'm like, that makes sense. Like, I never thought of it that way, which I love the YouTube platform for that regard, because it's like I only have two eyes. And when I'm editing footage, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you do your editing, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And think about mine when it's like I have like 8 cameras to comb through as well.
I bet that takes so long.
And try to tell a story out of all this stuff, right? So I'm just sitting here just like, you know, like, oh my God. But yeah, you get those people that are like, oh, it's totally fake, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay,
that's your opinion.
Yeah, thank you for thinking that, you know, that my content is so good that I have $1 million CGI and you know, like custom graphic effects crap and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for thinking that. I appreciate that. But
the funniest part is, though, it's like, but you watched it. You realize you're contributing to my engagement on my channel, which then pushes me out to more people. Like, I don't know. I guess it's because I have never been the person to be like, ew, I hate this video. Let me tell them. I just changed the video.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I have never once felt the need to tell someone that I did not like their content, their outfit, their hair, the way they look. I'm just not that concerned. I'll just change the video or keep going. It's like, I don't understand the need to tell someone.
Yeah, it's like I've had plenty of times that I will be like, oh, let me put on this show on Netflix. Bring. Oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in, find the director, go to his Instagram page, let him know that I thought all of his cinematography was complete garbage, find the casting director, write them a very strongly worded email that they did a horrible job casting that entire movie or show or whatever, and then not even there, be like, now I'm gonna find their families and I'm gonna let this dude's wife know. How could you marry a guy who could just do such a poor job of acting? No,
I can't imagine doing that.
I just turn it off.
I cannot imagine. I'm like, what makes you think that you, of all my supporters, that I'm going to be like, you know what? That one person didn't like my content. I quit.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Game's over. I'm dumb? Yeah, that's what it kind of drives me crazy too. Because like, yeah, it's so true. It's like, really? Like that one guy that's like, this guy talks too much. He's a dick. Like, I'm gonna be like, God damn it. He's right.
That's it. You're right.
I can't turn this charismaticness off.
Sorry, 160,000 subs.
Myself.
I'm so sorry to all 160,000 of you,
yeah. Sorry to the
said he didn't like my channel.
People that enjoy watching me walk around in the dark and trip on stuff. Nope. This one guy with no profile picture. No profile picture.
No profile picture and
no videos. Like, dude, like I'm talking to you, bro. You can't even do it as you. You just have to make some crazy random account.
Right. Come on. You're not bold.
Get some help.
You're not bold. You need
Watch
help.
some of her show. To the haters out there, please subscribe to Sammy's channel. Watch some of her videos. Become a better person. It's gonna do the world a favor. And you know what? Even when the haters come out, I always say, you know what? I'm praying for y'all. And I really mean it, y'all. I genuinely pray for them and I wish them the best. And I hope, and I've said it before, and I will continue to say it, I hope that they do find what they're looking for, because obviously there is some gaping hole in their life that they're trying to fill with all of this stuff and all of this negativity and trying to pull everybody else down with them. That I genuinely hope that they find it. I do. I hope y'all find it. I really do.
Yeah, really. Happy people don't talk to other people like that.
No.
So there's something missing in your life. You're unhappy somewhere, because a happy person does not treat other people like that.
And to be fair, it's even breaking it down, even high IQ people talk about ideas. Lower IQ people talk about people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things of
yeah.
I guess it is just kind of the way the world works, though, right? You know?
Yeah. But
I'm still curious about what kind of haters you have. What can they say? How dare you tell me to think my life is better so my life could be better? Oh no. My God.
She's a scammer. She's rude, because I have a very bold personality. I mean, I don't know if it's because of where I'm from, or it's just my personality, or that I'm a Scorpio. I don't know. I just have a very I'm gonna just say it. I'm never trying to be hateful or rude, but I'm also not going to baby you or sugarcoat something. If I'm going to say something, I'm just going to say exactly what I mean and just be clear about it. Yeah. And so it's oh, she's rude, she's mean, she's a scammer because I charge for my email coaching. So
you're an entrepreneur, you're a business woman, you see a need and you fill that need,
right,
and make a little bit of income from it. Wow. It's 2022, y'all. If you're not making at least something online, come on, don't get left behind.
Well, it comes down to the fact that how dare you not be miserable like me? I'm not willing to put in the effort to be like you or be happy. So you need to get down back to my level. How dare you? That's where it stems from. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And if they found your channel, they're obviously searching, how do I get, you know what I mean? There's something in that realm of my life sucks, I'm miserable, help me, self-help, something led them down that rabbit hole to arrive at your channel. And then they're like, oh, someone with a personality on
That's
YouTube?
The thing. In my community, it's all love and light and vibration, or a lot, honestly, some of my biggest conflicts have come from other YouTubers who do what I do, because I grew so fast. But I manifested growing fast. That's what I was affirming, because
these haters chapping my lips right now. Hold on, guys. I got to moisturize. Gotta get that beeswax.
I started my channel because I finally figured out the right, I call it a formula of how to manifest. I figured it out. Change your thoughts. And it was so simple. I've been trying to figure it out for so long. And all the manifestation videos I had watched before I started doing manifestation videos, it was just they were talking in circles and they were never getting to the point. It was basically, let me leave this open-ended, so you need to buy my services. And then I'll tell you maybe. And it's so sad too, because when I became a coach and I got big on YouTube, and I got big really fast on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the people that I used to watch their videos, the kind of people that they actually are, it was disgusting to find out how actually bad of humans they were. It was really,
and you know what? And I never understood being upset at somebody who is working hard for something and then it happens.
Yeah.
I never understood that, because I remember, and I equate a lot of stuff back to band days. I remember playing with bands and opening for bands and having bands that open for us, and they would do something. They would get a deal, or they would have a big show or something, and there's a lot of jealousy and backstabbing in the music industry, in the YouTube community, in all that stuff. That is not uncommon. But I never found myself being like, ugh, I'm just gonna hate them now because they did it, or they had. I was like, I'm happy for them.
There's room for everybody.
This isn't a zero-sum game, y'all. Like, come on. If you want something, there are 7 billion people in this world. Come on. If you can touch not even, 1%, a massive number. That's as many people live in the entire United States of America. But even like in America, what, 300,000, 300-something thousand? If you can get 1 million people, that's like 0.3% to focus on you. You made it. That's it. You're good. You're done. Have fun. Go on. Everybody else can hate you. It does not matter. So why do you care about that stuff so much?
That's my biggest question. Why do you care?
Why do you care?
I didn't take anything from you. You lost nothing when I became successful. Why do you care?
If anything, they need to be watching your videos. They need to be watching your videos and being like, damn, I'm in a channel. I want to create this stuff that's telling people how to create things that they want, and I see somebody else doing something that I want. Of course I'm going to hate it. Of course I'm going to not watch it. I'm going to talk shit about it. Seems really logical, right? That seems like the way that you would want to go.
You know what they do instead, though?
Oh, what do they do? Tell me.
They completely changed their content, because I came on the platform saying something totally different. See, they're all talking about visualization and vibration and frequency.
Your manifest board or whatever.
Yeah, that too. But see, I don't do any of that. I just simply tell people to affirm, change your thoughts. And all of a sudden, that was so popular. All of us, they hate me and then they steal my content. But see, my content was never. A lot of the people on YouTube are just parroting other people. They're all just saying the same thing, right? All that they know about manifestation. Well, when I came on, I started my channel based on my experience. I wasn't quoting other teachers or teachings. I came on and said, hey, guess what? I freaking figured it out. Here's how you do it. And so that's why I guess it was so easy for me to become popular, because they were like, oh my God. And it was working for the people that were trying it. And so I just kept growing and growing.
So you're telling me that you had life experiences and you decided to start your channel and you decided to stay true to yourself. And be who you are and not apologize for anything and be you. And other people started to really appreciate that, and you being a genuine person and wanting to help people see things the way that you just said, like in your own experiences had.
Yeah.
And people wanted to hate you for that?
Yeah, because the reason.
Come on, y'all. Like,
because
you can't possibly even be mad. People out there who were mad about that stuff. It makes no sense. Like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
They were mad because all of a sudden it was Sammy Ingram. Check out Sammy Ingram. And they got sick of seeing my name in their groups and in their comments, because the viewers of the manifestation community all kind of help each other. In a way, they're all a big group of friends almost. They chat in the comments and stuff like that. They're
want to help manifest things for each other? Imagine
that. Or they'll help each other in the comments. Like, there'll be comments full of questions, and then there'll be other members that understood the message, and they'll be like, oh, well, this is what it means, and do this, and here's an affirmation you can use, and stuff like that. Well, in other we all kind of have the same viewers almost. And so they would be like, oh, go check out Sammy Ingram. She could help you understand this. And the other YouTubers got sick of seeing my name in their comments. Yeah. I had a couple of them have Facebook groups, and they would kick people out who said my name.
Oh my God.
In their group. Like, it was kind of disgusting just because I used to look up to those people and I thought they were good people, but they weren't.
They weren't.
And I just was excited to share people like, I figured it out. I figured out how to manifest. Here's how to do it. For those of you who are confused like me.
Mm-hmm. What do you know? Crazy. So crazy.
How dare I?
How dare you be who you are and put that out, and then people react positively to it? This is ridiculous.
Right.
In fact, I'm ending this stream. Blink.
Right. I quit.
Like, no. Says, oof. Erica says, that's salty. Salty folks made for dirty homes. I want that shirt. Yeah. And it's sad, but I can relate. Because when the haunted site came out, things happened very fast. There was a very big hole in that paranormal community on YouTube for something like this, where it was very much raw, very much, just like felt like you were there with me kind of thing, right? Not the overproduced things and like everything was a demon and the angry demon scratched my face at 3 a.m. and the walls blew up and I caught on fire and I ran out of the house screaming. Huh?
It's not like that.
It's not like that. It's sitting in the dark talking to myself for a long period of time, guys.
It is. It's patience.
but it's the same thing. And to this day, there's still a few out there that were just so salty about it. And some of them, like, I'd bring out, I'd be like, hey, y'all, like, come on, like, let's grow together. Let's get into these places and help each other out. And da 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 da. And some of them, I'm still friends with, and others, I'm like, why did I do that to myself?
Yeah, I learned my lesson with that. I will not. I don't promote others anymore because I literally had someone threaten to sue me over shouting her out, and because I used the same wording as her. I'm like, girl, first of all, you can't do that because you can't copyright the word period. But
yeah, you can't. Oh my
God. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not being nice anymore. I'm just gonna stay in my lane.
I'm just gonna wake up, do me, and I'm happy. Like,
yeah,
keep it. That's funny. Outdoor Kathy says, I found Sammy's link under this video's title. Yes, guys, please. We're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon because I know she's. Or are you good? Or like, are you down to keep hanging out? I mean,
I'm good right now. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Just let me know because they know I'm long-winded, and it's only 8:27 here in Nevada. So I'm like, I got like, I mean, like, although
the only water that was left at my Publix.
Dang! Stop with the Voss water. That's a flex right there, guys.
That's all they had left.
Oh my gosh! Did she break out the Voss water?
It was either that or go thirsty, I guess.
Oh man,
we have our Amazon.
Talk about the Silver Plat Club right there, breaking out the Voss water.
Oh yeah, mine's on my film setup, but
yeah.
Hey, those are so cool.
Swarna says, I just subscribed to Sammy's YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I'll show her some love. Very cool stuff. Voss water or vodka? Ooh. Do you drink?
Water. No, actually, I get hot and uncomfortable, so I just don't.
Like if you just like drink, because I can't drink beer, and people will like buy me beers and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, I can't drink beer. I get super sick if I drink beer.
Yeah.
But I get that. Like I'll get like I'll be hot, and then I feel hungover.
And hot. Yeah.
No.
It's not worth it. Ugh.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Paranormal 54. Oh, stop. Paranormal 54. Y'all need to email me. Because I asked people who else, who they want to see on these podcasts and that stuff. And y'all came up quite a few times. So y'all need to send me an email, patrick@thehauntedSide.com. Let's make that happen. Quick little shameless plug there, Sammy. I'm sorry.
I don't mind. I'm not a hater.
Exactly. See, look, I knew we'd get along. Like I knew we would get along. We've seemed like you just get it. You know what I mean? Like I felt like you would just get
Yeah.
it. I like it. I like it. Frisky sausage. Frisky sausage in the house. Oh, things about to get frisky, even though you've been in here since the beginning. Either way, what's up? I'm always thirsty. That's right. That's why I post all those thirst traps on my Instagram. Oh my goodness. What else we got? Come on, y'all. We don't want to end this stream yet, do we? Get some questions going. Yes, sir. On it. Hells yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Astro Walker Luna. No, it's I ruined my 8 years of sobriety last night. Oh no. Hey, it's all good. You got there, you can get there again.
Yep.
Can you make a price of a places of how much they cost to go to so the public knows where not to go? Oh, make like a list? Is that what you mean? Most of those things are public anyways. Like if you just call them or go on their website or whatever, that price is there. But like I was saying earlier, the problem is that a lot of these places, when you initially email them, they have a set price or they have a price that they kind of base it on. And then when they see that you have a larger following or they perceive that you have like unlimited funds, they tend to raise the prices quite dramatically. In fact, we had a place quote us $800 for a night. And then after, we started to line things up, it went to $20,000.
That makes no sense because it's like if you have a bigger channel, you're going to bring more attention to their establishment. So why would you need to pay more? You're giving them some clout.
I don't know, but that's exactly what happened. And I was like, ooh, wait, what?
Send me over a contract before you look at my YouTube channel.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, yo, I have a show called The Creepy Other Side.
Yeah. Don't even try to find it. You won't.
Yeah, you won't find it. I'm starting a new channel.
It's really small, like 0.
Right. Let's see. Was the Super Bowl in town? What? What the edge? Oh, was Super Bowl in town there? No, it was not. What is the channel so I can write it down? I'm just a small phone with my laptop crashed. What's your channel? Is that? I think maybe that's what she's saying. What's your channel?
What is Sammy the channel? So I can write it down. My name, Sammy Ingram.
There you go. Boom.
I just literally have Sammy Ingram and Sammy Ingram 2. It's just simple.
Sammy Ingram 2. That's freaking rad. Daniel coming in hot, another super chat. Thank you, Daniel. Very much appreciated. Oh, by the way, y'all, come on. Can we spin one of these wheels? Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more legendary spots. If y'all are feeling crazy, linktree.com/thehaunted. Click that top link. Go legendary. I'm just saying. Or, come on. How many spots here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more $20 donations. Let's make it happen, y'all, because oh my gosh, my son is screaming, y'all.
I was like, is that my kid or yours?
No, I think that's mine. Lex, what are you doing, bro? Oh, that my uncle's in town, so he went to go help him out. Sweet, hell yeah. What was I saying? Yes, guys, come on. Let's spin one of these wheels because y'all know it's gonna help fund some more investigations, get some better gear. Who knows? Maybe even get them out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he wasn't out here for like Street Vibrations and Hot August Nights. Has he ever been to that?
No. We have been doing mostly Florida. We went to Alabama and we did Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but then they didn't do it this year. So, yeah.
Yeah, because there is a massive one out here.
We're getting into the bigger shows next year.
Okay, well, who knows? Then maybe come out around next August because Hot August Nights is like world famous.
Really?
And they have cars and trucks and stuff.
So they have the big SEMA trucks and all of that out there?
They have everything you can think of. It's huge.
Yeah,
and
that's
people come, I mean, literally, they come from all over the world even. Like they have cars, shipped in and they drive out here. It's massive. It's like 100,000 plus cars. It's huge, huge, huge.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we're trying to get into next year. The bigger shows like that.
That would be pretty massive because you could come out. I would love to come and see that kind of stuff because that would be super cool. Because I would like to go and like check all that stuff out, and then we can investigate at night. Stop it.
Yep, exactly.
Stop it. That would be so rad.
Yes, that would
be so freaking rad. Frisky Sauce says, Patrick, can you ask Sammy how does manifestation work in simple words? So if you were explaining it to like a 6-year-old.
Well, it is simple. It's just your thoughts.
Good answer.
Whatever you're thinking consistently is what manifests in your life. Like, of course, we're already conditioned with beliefs, right? Like, we're conditioned with beliefs from our parents, from school, from these days, social media. Be careful with that. Whatever you believe, expect, or are thinking all the time is what's going to be true. So if you're unhappy with the way things are going for you, or even specific things like money, relationship, job, you want to be a YouTuber, whatever it is, you would just start thinking now that you already have what you want. That's it. You think like you have what you want already, and it will manifest into your life rather quickly, actually. The more you are consistent, the faster it's going to manifest for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It can happen very fast, like days.
Well, yeah, because think about it. People be like, oh, I can't believe this is going to happen. And then bad. Like how fast, think about this, y'all. Tell me if this is right, if you agree with this, Sammy. But think about how fast your day can get ruined, by something. And then you fester on it and you're like, oh, my day just got ruined and my week is ruined. There goes my month. My year is over. How fast has that happened before, right?
Yeah.
Now think the opposite of that. If that could happen that fast, what's stopping the positive from like, boom, like what's stopping that from happening that fast?
If you notice, a lot of people will say, I knew that crappy thing was going to happen. No, you didn't know it. You manifested it. Had you decided beforehand, no, that's not how it's going to be for me, then it wouldn't have been that way.
Yeah.
You have the choice.
Oh, stop with the truth bombs. You have the choice. You need that shirt. Like mine's the did you hear that? Yours is like you have the choice. You have the power.
You do.
By the way, Astral Walker Luna coming in hot, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Love and light, everyone. Oh, stop it. That's what I'm saying. Spread the love and the light. Be a chocolate chip cookie, not a glass of salt water.
Right.
Let me write you on here, though.
You make your own reality. Yes. You do.
You do.
You really do. You're constantly creating reality.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, and for the people who are like on the fence about that stuff, so if you think that you don't make your own reality, then who does?
Also, with that, if you think that you don't control your reality, you believe that you are not in control. So your subconscious's job is to prove you right. So it's going to give you all these circumstances where you are literally not in control. But even if you say you don't believe, you're like, manifestation is crap, but I'm just going to try it anyway. And you're like, I'm in total control. Only good things happen to me. My life is perfect. I'm a master at manifesting. Then if you would keep saying that, even though you don't believe it, your subconscious is going to start producing things in your reality to prove you to be right. And then you'll see. My biggest thing for people that want to know about manifesting and stuff like that, and they're kind of on the fence about it, is test it. Test it on things like that. Test it on people. Say so-and-so is going to wear this color shirt. So-and-so is going to text me at this time. I'm going to get a free coffee. Like
Patrick is going to wear an easy one, guys. This is a cheat code. Patrick is going to wear a black shirt on this Friday's episode.
Oh my God. No one would ever predict that.
That's so true. No, I love it. That's so true. That is so freaking true.
My subscribers will tell you it's very true. Very true.
Gee. Seth says mine would be THS is my choice. Oh, stop. Y'all are crazy. Strawberry Angelita. I'm saying that right? It is Angelita. Good. I'm going to just call you Strawberry. How about that? What's up,
That's what Bobby does.
Strawberry?
Their first name.
I know her. Our minds are so powerful sometimes. It's kind of scary to think about. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, what is it? Like, we only use like not even a tenth of our brain in our
like
lifetimes.
10%. Yeah.
What? Imagine if that was 40%. 400 times more than what you're doing right now. Yeah, that's gnarly. And we already do some crazy stuff.
We're actually very unlimited beings, but we're not to get too deep, but if you think about it, the government really conditions us in every way to believe that we are not in control and that we are limited and that things are hard. And I mean, that's for a reason. Can't control people that believe in themselves. So
yeah,
you know, yeah.
It's like I'm getting in this like, you know what I mean? Like just going down that rabbit hole, like thinking about this stuff. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Daniel coming in hot, another $2 super chat. Stop it, sir. I'm manifesting a marathon tonight. Daniel, I think that might just happen. Don't you worry, sir. I think that's probably a safe bet there. We use 7% of the Brian. And then she immediately said, no,
the Brian.
The brain is a magnifier of frequency only. Ooh. How about manifestation on addictions? Ooh, that's probably something you get asked a lot, huh?
As in what? Like manifesting it away, or is it a manifestation? What
I don't know. So if I was addicted to something, could I manifest myself to stop doing that kind of thing?
Yeah. Everything is a belief. And I mean literally everything is a belief. What's healthy or unhealthy, just a belief. You can control example, placebos. How do you think placebos work? Do you know how placebos were discovered? People were it was during a war, and the nurses and doctors ran out of morphine. And so the nurse went and found some bags of saline, which is just salt water, basically.
Yeah.
And the injured soldiers were being hooked up to bags of saline and being told it was morphine and told, like, just give it a minute. Your pain's going to go away. We got the morphine. You're hooked up to the morphine, right? It's just saline. Their pain still went away because they believed, I'm hooked up to morphine, so I don't have any more pain. So their bodies shut down the pain. Placebos, sugar pills. I mean, it's whatever you believe. Every single thing is a belief. If you believe that, I actually had a subscriber tell me that she had decided to believe that McDonald's was healthy for her because at the time she was eating pretty much nothing. So to her, any food was healthy. So she decided that McDonald's was healthy for her. And she kept saying that. And she actually went to the doctor and had her blood tested, and all of her levels were absolutely perfect. It was like she had been on a perfect diet because she believed that it was healthy.
Wow.
Everything is a belief. Everything.
Oh my God. That's like next level type stuff. Because if you really think about that, y'all, like if those, like the soldiers or the people who are in the test group that do get the placebo and are seeing results, that's basically the same thing as like waking up and being like, I'm going to eat this donut and it's going to like actually give me the energy I need to like.
It is exactly that.
What's stopping it from doing the exact same, right?
There are people that do that. There are people in my group. There are people all over the world that just decide that the things they eat are healthy, or this thing is gonna. I've actually made a video on placebos to help people manifest because it just helps your logical mind to work with you in believing or getting something manifested, because some people can't just believe that they can just completely change something just with their mind. So use a placebo. Like, say you want to grow your muscles in your arms. Okay. Scientifically, they're going to say, well, lifting 3 pounds is not going to grow your muscles, but that's just a belief. But if you tell yourself these 3-pound weights are absolutely growing my muscles, I can just feel my muscles growing. Your muscles are going to grow. Your body is getting the signal for the muscles to repair and grow as if you were lifting 50 pounds. There was actually a scientific study where 2 groups of people were studied. One group of people were actually working out. The other group of people were imagining working out. And the same muscles were firing for the group of people that were not working out. They were just imagining it. The muscles were firing as if they were lifting weights. Everything is a belief.
That is crazy. And thank God. I'm never going to the gym again. I'm just going to be like...
I have had people in my group change their entire body with their mind. I have a Facebook group with over 30,000 people in it, and they're constantly posting their success stories.
That is the coolest thing. And it's so true, because if you think of, I mean, you have, like, I'm like at a loss of words right now. This is such a cool conversation. I'm so glad you came on. By the way, guys, make sure you go subscribe to our channel. And I imagine you're going to get a lot of content very similar to this. Get the email coaching stuff. Sign up for all that stuff, because this is really freaking cool. And I'm saying, like, if I'm thinking about that, like thinking that like McDonald's is good for you, and it then going and get your blood testing, and it was, or
cholesterol and everything was perfect.
We're taught, oh, that's bad for you. Don't do that.
Why? Think about that. Not to get deep again. Why are we told these things? If we tell them something and they believe it, then they have to come to us for a solution. But when people start learning that everything is just a belief, and there's actually no such thing as unhealthy, bad, those things aren't real. We're just told to believe that. So we do believe it. So because we believe it, those things have those effects on us. But if we don't believe it, they don't have those effects on us. Your mind controls your body. Your mind controls your reality. It's scientifically proven in so many studies that we create our reality.
That's so rad. That's so rad.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder, like, because I know there's people out there who'll be like, oh, like, if they'll say things like, they're like, oh, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, but they almost say it like sarcastically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, they say if I say this a whole bunch of times, it's gonna happen, kind of thing. And then, you know, then they'll be like, oh yeah, watch this. Like, okay, I'm gonna have this happen. Whatever, you know. And then they're like, see, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But it's like, well, you're not really genuinely believing that.
Mm-hmm. It's the fact that when they're doing it, they're expecting it to not work. So that's the message you're sending to your subconscious. So it has to prove you to be right. Everything goes through the subconscious. You have your conscious mind and you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind has no opinion and it has no eyes. If you look at your bank account and it says $0 or, God forbid, a negative balance, your subconscious still doesn't know this. Only your conscious mind knows this. But if you consciously say, oh, look, I have $100,000 in there. Subconscious mind says, oh, we have $100,000.
Must be true.
Right. It doesn't know the difference.
It doesn't. Oh, that's true. Because I do remember learning about that the subconscious mind doesn't know one way or the other. It just knows.
It knows what you tell it.
Yeah.
By thinking.
Oh.
Yes. If you are watching a horror movie, say it's a gory movie, right? And a really gory scene happens. You know how your body reacts? It's because your subconscious thinks that's happening to you because it doesn't know. It doesn't know the difference. It has no idea. When you're imagining something, when you're thinking something, your subconscious thinks that you are experiencing that.
Oh my God.
Right.
That's why I don't like horror movies, I guess, which is weird, right? Because people are like, "You're a ghost hunter. How can you not like horror movies?"
I know.
I
I
like
love
the
horror movies, but
right? I like the psychological thrillers like Seven, things
yeah.
like that. But like the ones like Saw and like Final Destination, I'm like,
I've watched them, but do I want to watch them over and over? No.
No, I can't do it.
Nah.
But there are some people who love that gory stuff. They're like,
I
"Oh,
don't.
let me see this dude get cut in half." Woohoo!
I'm not a fan of that. I like paranormal movies.
Ooh, stop.
Not gory movies though.
Stop it. So good. So freaking good. Oh, what a good. This has been awesome. We're coming up on just about 2 hours though, so I know it's probably getting pretty late for you. Plus, I got my little man that I got to make sure he gets in bed for his for school tomorrow. The little one's got schools. But yeah, I like huge shout out. Like, thank you so much for coming, hanging out. I think this has been so cool. And it makes me think, and that's what I love about having like starting this like podcasting and talking to different people, and like not necessarily paranormal people. I mean, I have talked to a lot of paranormal people. That's kind of like my thing, right? But like even you to come in with like, and I know you ghost hunt, and you know, I'm not saying it like that, I know, but like, you know what I mean? Like you're like this kind of stuff. It's so freaking cool to talk about. And I honestly think that like we talked about in the very beginning, all these people coming to this place and talking about Sallie or talking about this girl spirit has helped to turn that into a reality. You know what I mean?
Feeding it for sure. Yeah.
So it's funny how it all just comes back and it all ties together. It was so freaking cool. You have to come back on too. Please come back on.
Oh yeah. Let me know.
Yeah. She's like, oh, come on now. You just
saying talking.
OMG. Anyway, say, look, Outdoor Academy, great live stream. Slashers are life, slashers are love. Hey, to each their own. I mean, they're good and I appreciate them. And I definitely will say, you know, respect. Like, I mean, Psycho, I watch Psycho and I'm still like, ooh.
Scream is mine. I love Ghostface.
Oh, Scream is a good one too.
But the gory Saw, I'm with you on that. That's a little much.
Yeah. And like Final Destination, where it's like, I'm like, ew, no.
I will not ride behind a log truck ever.
No. I'm over here.
Excuse me.
It's craziness. No. Look, Smart saying good night. Daniel saying great manifestation. So much information about manifestation. Heck yes. Great talk. Nice topic to talk about. I know it's so cool to have to like talk about different things and like all this cool stuff. Oh my goodness. So again, y'all, go subscribe. Sammy, do you have any last words? What are your thoughts on all this? Did you have fun?
I did. I want to say your subscribers are so nice. I like them.
Right.
I mean, mine are nice too. I love my subscribers. Don't get mine are my family, but yours are really nice.
I know.
Thanks for accepting me.
That's so sweet. I love it. That honestly, I think that's what really like keeps me going through everything. Is just like,
yeah,
these are some of the most amazing people, and like they've built relationships with each other now. And you know, like it literally is, and people say that a lot. You know, I think like the YouTube family gets thrown out a lot, but like it really is a family. Like it really
it feels like it.
Yeah, it's like because I met a few of these people for the first time in person at a paranormal event that I was at a couple weekends ago, and a lot of them I've known for years, but not met in person. And a few of them, like I think Aaron's in here. We talked about how like it was just like we felt like we known each other forever, and it was like, oh hey, wait, I'm just meeting you. Jen is in here too. Jen, it was the same thing. We met and it was like, wait a second, this isn't the first time that we're meeting. It's oh my god, it's so weird.
You already know them.
Yeah. I manifested a loving, accepting community where we don't all have to be perfect. We don't all have to believe the same things. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
We're coming to hang out, have a good time, get a break from because again, guys, it's YouTube. This is for entertainment.
Exactly.
It's just to have a break from your normal stuff. You can watch Netflix. You can watch Hulu. You can go outside and go on a walk. There's so many things you can do.
Yep.
But the fact that you choose to come on YouTube and hang out with me, hang out with Sammy on this live stream, and you're going to go watch her stuff. I know y'all are. Go subscribe now and go watch some of that stuff. But that means the world to us, y'all. It really does. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for joining the channel. All that stuff. Y'all are amazing. Yeah. Do you have any last words? Anything else you want to say?
Just thank you guys again for having me and being so nice and accepting me. Thank you, Patrick, for asking me to come hang out.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. I'll let you know I'll let you know. Come back out. Come back out.
I'm ready for the Brittany episode. You know that's my bestie. I gotta.
Oh yes, yeah, guys. So that's gonna be not next week, but the week after. Oh man, I'm gonna make that. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get that page up. You guys are gonna see. Brittany is awesome. It's gonna be a good one. And she's gonna be like, "It's Brittany, bitch."
Oh God, y'all think I was extra?
She is so rad. Source says, "Thank you, Patrick. You're the best." Oh, stop it. Y'all are so sweet. Oh, love the live stream. Yep. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out and then go subscribe to her channel. Love you guys. And yes, give me 20 minutes or so and I'll start a marathon for you guys. I'll jump back on and we can have a good time. But again, huge shout out. Y'all are amazing. Sammy, thank you again so much for being here. Have a wonderful night, everybody. And I will see you on Friday for a brand new episode. Bye.
Bye.